Hello, I am Criminal Defense Attorney Hannah Akintoye, and I don't know if you've been watching the news recently, but there has been a video that is circulating of Army Lieutenant Caron Nazario. And in this video, he is subject to a traffic stop. You can see him in full Army uniform, so it's clear that he's serving this country. But nonetheless, we have two Windsor, Virginia police officers who approach his vehicle at gunpoint. And while they're approaching his vehicle, he has his driver's side window down, his two hands are out the window, and he's just simply asking questions to the police officers. God forbid you ask why you're being stopped or why you're being detained unnecessarily, and we have a situation like this unfold. And what ends up happening is that he ends up getting pepper sprayed by the police officer, one of the police officers, and then ultimately they forcefully take him out of his vehicle and then take him to the ground. All of this just unnecessary force that is being used. It's just difficult to watch because we live in a day and age where we have police-citizen encounters continually being video recorded. We have police officers wearing body-worn cameras, and we still have situations where unnecessary uses of force are happening. And the reason why this particular situation came to light is because Lieutenant Nazario ended up filing a federal civil rights lawsuit against these two officers. And this is a situation that happened in 2020. But if there is one thing that I can appreciate about this situation and these circumstances is that just as Lieutenant Nazario was calm and polite to police officers who were not polite to him, who didn't give him a chance to even ask the questions that he wanted, in light of those circumstances, Lieutenant Nazario stayed calm throughout the entire situation. And as I was mentioning, the thing that I can appreciate about the situation is that he remembered that he has people, he has friends, he has family that he needs to get home to. And he remained calm in light of the fact that he knew that the police officers who were dealing with him were not going to treat him the way that he deserved to be treated. Now, I actually have looked into the Windsor Police official police orders, and I encourage anybody in wherever you live to look at the police orders and the general orders for police officers to see what the policies are and whether or not the police officers are following their policies. And the police officers in Windsor, Virginia do have a use of force policy, and it seems clear that they did not follow this particular policy. Because there was absolutely no reason to use the type of force that they used for a gentleman who complied with a traffic stop. He wanted to stop in a place where it was well lit, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean that you are evading the police. That just means that you want to be safe. But imagine if the alternative happened. Imagine if he stopped at nighttime on a dark road in a place where nobody can see anything. Even if the officers were wearing body-worn cameras, which they were in this particular situation, who knows what would have been depicted on those cameras? Who knows what could have happened if he didn't stop in a place that was safe for him to stop? And so I commend Lieutenant Nazario for doing that, because ultimately he is alive today and he's able to file a civil rights lawsuit against these two police officers. So if there's one thing that I always, as a criminal defense attorney, urge people to do, is to remember that there are people who want to see you home alive. Do what you have to do. Be embarrassed. Let the police officers detain you, but ultimately remember that your goal is to get home. And then at the end of the day, if they violate your if they violate your civil rights, go ahead and file that civil rights lawsuit. But it's better that you're alive to do it than for your estate to have to file it for you.